Baby, tell me if you like it.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and if you are new, thank you for stopping by. So today is another story time. Okay, so you guys wanted to hear about the time where I was dating this guy and his mom walked in. Very, very wild day. Never again has anything like that happened to me in my life, and I don't want it to. I mean, now that I'm a fully grown adult, it shouldn't happen, but back then I was like 16, 17. I think I was in 12th grade or something like that. So if you guys want to hear about the time where his mother walked in on us, then just stay tuned. Alright, so I was talking to this guy like close to the end of the school year, so it was around prom time and everything like that. And I believe I already went to my prom and he was getting ready to go to his prom. So we were dating for like 3 or 4 months, nothing too serious. And this particular day he wanted me to go help him pick out his stuff for his prom. I wasn't his date, he was taking his ex-girlfriend. Because they had already decided to go way back in the beginning of the school year, and I was fine with that. Like I said, we weren't like really serious, we were just dating. We weren't even boyfriend and girlfriend. So it was raining really, really hard that day. I remember that. And so we had went to a few places to get, like, you know, him fitted for his tux and get the corsage and get a bunch of other things. I think he had to go get his hair cut and some other things like that. So, because I believe like the prom was the next day. And it was raining really, really hard. So our clothes were soaking wet. So he's like, okay, do you want to come back to my house, put our stuff in the dryer for a minute, because we still had some other places to go. So I'm like, yeah, that's cool. I had been to his house 2 times before, and I already met his mom. So I didn't think, you know, anything of it. So we go to the house, I take off my shoes, and I leave my purse downstairs. My pants were really, really wet, so I gave him my pants. He gave me another pair of pants to put on, and I put my pants in the dryer. He put his stuff in the dryer, and I think I put my hoodie in the dryer. So we go upstairs. We're like, okay, well, got like maybe 20 minutes for the clothes to dry, so let's just go upstairs, let's chill for a minute. Now, the previous times that I've been to his house, I never went up in his room, so I'd never seen his room. So I'm like, okay. Took me upstairs, seen his room, nothing special, right? Just a guy's room. So we put on some music and we're just chilling, literally not doing nothing inappropriate, okay? So now me and him had a really playful relationship, so we would always like play fight and stuff like that. So we're play fighting now. I'm, you know, on top, I'm punching him, then he, you know, flips me, now he's punching me. So like we're having fun, like we're just waiting for the clothes to dry. Innocent fun, okay? I'm gonna keep saying that, innocent fun, okay? So oh my gosh, y'all, I don't even know like what happened. I don't know how we didn't notice anything, maybe because of the music, but all of a sudden, and I don't even know if we had the door closed, like I don't remember if we had the door closed or open. We probably had it open. All of a sudden, now I'm on my back because I'm, you know, I'm on the bed, he's on top of me, and keep in mind, the pants he gave me were his pants, okay? So he's much taller than me, much stockier than me, so they were a little big on me. And they're the kind, he played sports, so they were the kind that like snapped all the way down or whatever. I don't know if maybe a snap or two, then unsnap because we wrestling and we whatever. But I'm on my back, he's on top of me, and I see his mother rush in the room. She had like a stick or a pole or something, or a hanger or something in her hand, and she just screams, "Get the fuck out of my house!" And me and him just looking like, now we're looking at her upside down, and so he's looking at her straight on, I'm looking at her upside down, and he's just still on top of me. I guess we were both in shock. So I'm like, get up. I'm telling him to get off of me, you know what I mean? And she's standing there like waving the stick like this, screaming at us, cussing at us, telling us to get the fuck out. And I'm just like, oh my God, this looks so bad. But y'all, like, literally that's all we were doing. Like, we had no intentions to do anything sexual. We were just trying to get our clothes dry and just playing around waiting for them to dry. But it looked like there was something else going on, and because we had the music up, we did not hear her come in the house. She already knew I was there because, like I said, my shoes and my purse were downstairs. So the first thing I guess she thinks is like, okay, her shoes and her purse, so he got a girl up in here and they got their music on, so she thinks she about to run up there and bust up the party. And like I said, maybe a snap or two had came undone, so you could probably see my skin a little bit. It looked like we were probably about to do something or just finished. So she runs in there, she's screaming, and I'm just looking at her like everything is in slow motion. I'm like, oh God, this is bad. So he's trying to convince her. He's like, Ma, we weren't doing anything. She doesn't believe him. Like, not at all. Not even one bit. She like, y'all trying to fuck in my house. Get out of my house. Why you got this girl up in here? Like, get her ass out of here. Like, she's just going off. So he like, all right, well, we about to go finish getting the stuff. Like, we really just came to dry our clothes. Like, he was trying to show her, like, look, our stuff is in the dryer. Like, she was not trying to hear it. So got my little bag, got my shoes. I'm like, oh shit, let me get out of here. So I get out and we go finish, you know, shopping and everything like that. This is where the story takes a turn for the worse, okay? So he asked me, do I still want to come see him off tomorrow? And I'm like, no, I don't think that's a good idea. You know, your mom's going to be there. And what they did, you know how some people all go to prom together. So it was about 5 or 6 couples, and they took a big limo together. So they were all meeting up at one house. And so everybody's parents and friends and everyone was there. So I'm just like, I don't think that's a good idea for me to go. And he's like, come on, I want you to see me off, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, okay, fine. So I tell my homegirl, I'm like, hey, can you come with me? I don't want to go by myself just in case, you know, something pops off. Like, his mom is probably still mad or whatever. So she like, all right, let's go. So we pull up to the house, see everybody outside already taking pictures. I went kind of like last minute, so hopefully I wouldn't like really run into a lot of people. But there was still tons of people at the house. So we walk up, I see him, he gives me a hug and everything. I tell him he looks nice, to tell his date that she looks nice. And I see, you know, other friends, because I knew some of the other guys that were going. So I'm talking to them and everything. We go in the house and we're just like over in the corner. We don't want to be seen. I don't get no food. I don't get anything. I'm just trying to stay low key, trying to stay out his mother's way. But she sees me. She spots me over there in the corner. And do you know what she does? She's talking to some other parent or whatever. And she's like, oh, there go that little hoe I was talking to you about right there. There she go right there trying to have sex with my son in my house yesterday. There go that little hoe. I don't know why she even here. Just going off. Like, so many people were standing right there. They turned around, they staring at me. She's pointing at me, calling me all kinds of bitches and hoes. And I'm just like, oh my God, I knew this was a bad idea. Like, I'm like, yo, let's get out of here. Like, I'm not gonna have this lady like put me on the spot and embarrass me like that in front of everybody, when honestly that was not what happened. So I run outside and I tell him, like, your mom is in there bashing me. She's calling me hoes. She's pointing at me. Everybody's staring at me. Like, this is so embarrassing, so inappropriate. Like, and it really hurt my feelings. You know what I mean? I'm like 16, 17 years old, and it's a grown-ass woman sitting here calling me a hoe in front of all these other adults. And I'm just like, wow, like, really? Okay, time for me to go. So he like apologized and he's like, I'm sorry, you know, I'll talk to you later, go ahead home or whatever. So I end up leaving, and quite honestly, really, are y'all cutting the grass? I guess it's time to wrap this story up. But honestly, probably we didn't even really talk that much after that. Like, we probably went our separate ways a few weeks after that happened. It's not that we stopped talking because of that situation. We just kind of went our separate ways. I really don't know the reason, but yeah, I don't even know what to say, because honestly, I can't really give you a lesson in the end of this, because we weren't doing anything wrong. Like, I could see if we really were up there about to get it popping, then yeah, that would be a different story. But we really weren't doing anything wrong, and especially in this situation, I think, and I still think to this day, that his mother was wrong for just treating me like that in front of everybody. I feel like that was a personal matter, and yeah, if she didn't like me or whatever after that case, like, it shouldn't have been displayed. Like, I was a kid, you know, and she was well grown adult, so to like attack me in front of everybody like that just really was unnecessary and very immature. But you know, maybe I was wrong, maybe I shouldn't have been up there in the first place, I don't know. But yeah, so just don't get caught slipping. That's all I gotta say, because it's never, 9 times out of 10, it's never what it really is. It's always what it looks like it is. And that happens a lot of times. Like, it could be something else, but it may look like it's something else. So that's what a person is always going to think what really happened. So we know the truth, and in situations you'll know the truth, but just be prepared that sometimes it looks like something else even if it wasn't. So that's my story, and yeah, I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.